So we are at the Kingdom today testing out the new P-Series irons. I am a high handicap and Mariah is a low handicap. So she's gonna start, test them out, and let's look at the numbers.
See which one fits us best. So yeah, this is my current gamer right now. I'm playing the 770s. Typically I hit my 7-iron around 150.
Nice swing.
Well, that was a big slice.
A little to the right, that's your miss?
Yeah, I've been leaving him open.
Yeah.
Working on things. That's better.
There's a good shot.
That's what we want.
Okay, let's have a look. That's a nice iron, but there's some opportunity for us.
We love to hear that.
Yeah, we look at the shots you hit. Okay, so I'm looking at ball speed. That's the first one, how fast the ball's coming off the face. It's a function of your club head speed and how solid you hit it. So you see you got progressively faster as you got a little more solid. So 101 was your fastest there. Launch angle in the low 20s, 20, 22 degrees. The way you think about launch is you take the loft on the club and divide it by 2.
Okay.
So on a P-Series 777 iron, there's 33 degrees loft, so half would be 16 and a half.
Okay.
So that represents kind of a neutral launch angle. So you're a bit on the high side for a launch, which we want to hit it high, but when you start launching it too high, that means you're not getting the energy transfer into the ball that you could be enjoying if your launch is a little bit lower.
Okay.
Okay, so if we get the launch down just a bit, and then also spin rate. You'd like the spin rate to be no more than 1,000 times the number on the iron, at half the loft.
Okay.
So you have high launch and high spin, which means you're going to be a bit more affected by the wind, and your gaps are going to get shrunk down a little bit.
Okay.
So when we look at a new iron for you, what you might consider is P790. So P770 7-iron is 33, P790 is 30, so it's 3 degrees stronger, and I think we should start there, and I think you'll see a nice improvement in performance.
Okay, good to know. I like the appearance. It doesn't look that much different than mine to start, looking down at it. Feels good, feels really balanced. Feels good, distance looks about the right.
Nice. Wow, that's a money shot. Oh my gosh. But see, again, this is the big one. That ball speed jumping way up, right?
100%.
Yeah, and so now we're taking the distance between your pitching wedge and your 7-iron, and we're stretching it out, which is to your advantage.
Absolutely.
Launch angle is where it's supposed to be now, it's lower. Remember, it was over 20 with your 770s.
Yeah.
And then spin rate, which was really up there close to 8,000, now is only 5,700. So a much more functional trajectory.
Absolutely.
You know, we maintain the high, great landing angle, and a lot more carry.
Yeah. What's interesting about this is when I got fit for these last year, my launch angle was so low. And I think this is good for those who, just to note for those at home who maybe don't get fit. Each year, your swing changes quite a bit, right? So it was interesting. I was really trying to get that launch angle up last year, and now it's like, it's okay. We're looking into something else.
You know, and we're all on the journey. We're all trying to improve and change and grow, and your technique may change. Your equipment is a big part of that. So it's definitely not static. So to that point, I would get reevaluated.
Yes, well, I might have to be changing up some things in my bag. I'm really happy with this one. Let's see how it works with the Lexi.
Yes, a high handicap comes to the Kingdom. I don't want to just give them the game improvement iron and say, there you are.
Yeah.
I want to give the golfer some semblance of a journey. They're coming to see what's possible and to see what they could achieve and through equipment or through lessons or all of it, right? Let's start off with the P7CB.
Okay.
This is our traditional forging. So this would be, it's a good product to start with to experience. This would be a bit more towards the more experienced player.
Okay.
Where their strike is a little more assumed, they have a little more control. But you can see what it feels like and see how you go with this.
Cool, that sounds good.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between this one and the P790?
So 790 has a bit more technology. It's a hollow construction.
Okay.
Like 770, and we inject it with foam to quiet the sound, but it has the speed pocket, which gives us more distance and a bigger sweet spot.
So a little bit more help for
But if you don't like that, you know, you could play this, right? Beautiful shot.
That felt really nice. Yeah.
The good ones with this will feel really good. The mishits will be not quite as good.
Whereas with the P790, it's a little bit more room.
It's more forgiving, for sure, yeah. So that one there, the thin shot.
Yeah.
So we've hit a good one and a thin one. And so right now you're at a place where you're gonna hit some, you know, mishits. So let's just show you what maybe a little bit easier looks like.
Yeah.
So now we'll move into P770. So this is kind of our mid iron. It has a little bit of a blend between distance and forgiveness and a little bit of feedback.
Okay.
With 770, we do have the hollow body and the speed pocket. So those thin shots that you experience are going to perform quite a bit better because this protects the low part of the club face.
Okay.
Still kind of a smaller head, not super forgiving, but definitely better on the thin miss hits.
Okay. I have a lot of thin miss hits,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
It does feel similar in the hands.
Yeah. That's nice there.
Yeah, so that one I kind of towed, and before I could feel it like rattle a little more through my hands.
Yeah.
And with this one, not as much. So
Not
like
as
you were
much.
saying, it felt.
This isn't the most forgiving. Now we'll move into P790.
Okay.
So what's so great about this from a fitting perspective is I can proudly show this iron to an aspirational high handicap player like yourself, but then also show it to Mariah, who's a competitive 4 handicap.
Yeah.
And be proud, and even in between, and everyone's gonna sort of enjoy this iron, and so there's a good reason why it's the most popular of irons in the P-Series lineup. Yeah, this will be the easiest of the 3 models.
Awesome,
for
thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. Oh, making money. Beautiful shots. So that's really good, isn't it? So, and I think when fitting, high handicap players, you're only gonna get so many good shots, if any. And it's important to celebrate good ones if you get them, obviously.
Yeah.
You don't want to just let them go and not say anything, but also if you do get a good miss, you should speak to that as well.
Yeah.
And we saw a dramatic improvement in performance on that versus 770 and versus P7CB.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Perry, for walking us through all the irons.
My pleasure, yeah.
We clearly liked the P790s. We both hit them really well.
Loved the P790.
And these are all from TaylorMade with an upgraded P790 coming in 2025.
Yeah, and if you want to test out any of these irons we hit today, head to your local GOLFTEC, get fit, test them out.